Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
a builder,
I coach,
culinary arts,
auditor,
a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official,
just go for it.
take the plunge, open the door.
say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes2officiating.com.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. You get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
Hello and welcome to the campus of Reinhardt University College softball. Today we're going to have all the action, a really good one in store for all of us, and thrilled to have you along for the ride on the Southeast Sports Network. Number 24, Reinhardt University, a 30-win team playing host to conference foe, Milligan University's Buffs. They are 12-17 this season, and excited to have all the action today and have you along with us. Gabriel Schrei here on the call. Before we get started, we're going to take a look around at a couple of different things. We'll start with the conference standings for the AAC. Number 1, Reinhardt University, Johnson right behind them. 3rd is Tennessee Wesleyan, Truett McConnell 4th, and Bernal 5th in the conference. And we're ready to go between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in today for our broadcast. Buffaloes first at the plate. Delivered a bit outside on that look. Great lineup. Spent some time down in the batting cages before today's game, talking with the staff, watching the players warm up. Reinhardt University has an all-star lineup, and they'll be in full force today. This is their final home stand. This one chopped foul, staying alive at the plate. Big swing. That sends her back to the dugout on a strikeout. One away in the top of the first for the Reinhardt University Eagles.
Maggie Johnson.
Great K to start the top of the first for the Eagles from in the circle. One away. Right inside on that. Chopped left side. She's headed down to first and not going to make it in time. 2 away in Waleska.
Now batting number 12, Mia Grassi.
Maggie Johnson replaced at the plate by Mia Grassi. Two away in the top of the first. Reinhardt Eagles looking to retire the side. College softball from Waleska, Georgia. Thanks for being with us. What a beautiful day for it. It's our first hot, kind of feels like summer day out here. Chopped left side. This goes foul, and she stays alive at the plate. Count is 0-2. 2 away, top of the first. Here's the delivery, popped up to the left side. She's headed down the line to first, and this trails foul as she'll stay alive and return to the plate. Two away, count is 0-2. Number 24, Reinhardt University playing host to the Milligan Buffs. Holding off, that'll retire the side in Waleska, Georgia. A great start for the Reinhardt Eagles. The Buffs will look to clean things up at the bottom of the first. We'll take a break with these two programs and be back with more college softball in just a moment on SESN. Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia. Bottom of the first, about to get underway. Here's a look at the top 25, at least the top 15. And we'll flip the cards after looking at them. Our Lady of the Lake, Oklahoma City, Central Methodist, Oregon Tech, and Cumberland's the top 5 in the nation. Taking a look at the bottom half of the top 25 and a few programs receiving votes. Number 24, Reinhardt University Eagles, right there in contention in that top 25. Welcome back inside of Ken White's softball field from Waleska, Georgia. I'm Gabriel Schrei. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first. Count is 1-1. This one sails over the edge of the plate. Zipped inside for the strike. Sending her down onto the bag. On board at first, Reinhardt gets a walk in the bottom of the first. The bunt, and going to send her back to the plate as this trends foul. Shows bunt again, now a race out to the bag at second, and she's safe. Really nice hustle play. So now a runner in scoring position for the Reinhardt Eagles in the bottom of the first. Off to a hot start offensively. Looking to get her down to third, a play over at first. They're going to send her back to the dugout, but the runner does advance down to third.
Number 44, Molly.
Dangerous situation for the Buffaloes with just one away. Molly Stevens at the plate for Reinhardt University. Popped up left side, and this trends foul. Stevens holds off. Count is 3-1. Runner on board over at third for the Eagles of Reinhardt University. Stevens at the plate. Ooh, and she's hit with a pitch. Looks to be all right. She'll take her place down at first. So now runners on the corners for the Eagles of Reinhardt University.
Now batting
Great
number
start
7,
offensively in the bottom of the first. Next in the order for the Eagles of Reinhardt is Adams, and she's got 2 runners on board to work with. A great situation. Adams holds off. Stevens wants to advance out to second. A runner on board at third as well. 2 in scoring position in the bottom of the first for the Reinhardt University Eagles. And a meeting on top of the mound coming now for the Buffs of Milligan. Going to talk this out. An early stressful situation from the circle for Milligan University. Duking it out against the Reinhardt Eagles, number 24 in the nation, number 1 in the conference. You're on the road. Last home game for a lot of these seniors ever. This is a program in Reinhardt that returned every single player except for 2 from last season, and they brought one of those players back as a coach. So great form over this entire year. A 30-win program. You don't see that a lot at any level of any sport. Looking to continue that success to close out this final home series for the Eagles. Zipped a bit wide. Stevens going to take her place on the bag out at second. So now 2 in scoring position for Reinhardt. Adams is at the plate for the Eagles with 2 in scoring position and just 1 out in the bottom of the first. Reinhardt stays put on that. Ansley Adams, a junior, very local to the area, out of Taylorsville, played at Woodland High. And Adams is going to be walked, so she'll take her place on board, and that loads the bases for the Reinhardt Eagles in the bottom of the first. Off to an electric start at home at Ken White Softball Field in Waleska. Popped up, right side, trending foul. Down in play at the plate, she's across.
Now batting the
Reinhardt mucking it up in the early stages. So the sac fly makes it 1-0 Reinhardt Eagles. 2 away in Waleska. One 1-0 Reinhardt University, 2 away. Chopped left side through the infield, and that'll retire the side. Well played by the shortstop. We'll take a break with these 2 programs and be back with more college softball in the top of the second in just a moment from Waleska, Georgia.
Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia, and Ken White softball field. It's college softball on the Southeast Sports Network. Action all day long. We've got the full doubleheader between these two. Number 24, Reinhardt University Eagles, today playing host to the Milligan Buffaloes, an Appalachian Athletic Conference foe, and a really good matchup in store for you if you're just joining us. Reinhardt is off to a hot start, looking good. They lead 1-0 at home at Ken White Field. Scored a run on a sac fly to end the bottom of the first. Now we're into the top of the second. The Buffaloes looking to get a run or two back. We'll see if they can do it. Chopped left side. That stays fair. She's headed down to the bag at second and on board. Going to go all the way out to second and on board there. Well played to start the top of the second for the Buffs of Milligan.
Now batting, number 24, Alexis Brown.
With one on board, Alexis Brown now at the plate for the Buffs of Milligan. Top of the second, 1-0 Reinhardt University Eagles. Chopped outside to the right and a play down at third. She's safe. So two on board, runners on the corners for the Buffs of Milligan.
Now batting, number 25, Hannah Bates.
Bates next in the order for the Buffs. Bates is a freshman from Rogersville, Tennessee. Really successful as an infielder this year for the Buffs. Milligan scored 108 runs this year. They'd love to add a couple in Waleska against the number one team in the conference in the top of the second. And in good position to do so with two on board. Batting average of .248 this season, on base percentage of .308 as a team. Play down at second, and she's tagged. Send one back to the dugout, put one run back up on the board. Really nice play by the Milligan Buffs to tie us at 1. Top of the second, it's 1-1 with one away. Chopped left side. This is rolling towards the outfield, and she's cut down over at first. 2 away. Lasered inside by Krauth, the righty. Bella Krauth, a junior right-handed pitcher. Chopped to the left, play down at first, and she is going to stay there. Back to the plate, back to work against Bella Krauth. Krauth ERA .292. Her 11th appearance this season. Delivers that. She's looking really good. Chop to the left. This trends foul. Elena Parsons, the sophomore, the one battling at the plate for Milligan. played in almost every single outing this season for the Buffaloes. This is her 64th at bat. Her average, 254. Her and Krauth just going at it. Reinhardt has 2 away, looking to retire the side and go to the bottom of the second. Popped up, this goes foul. She stays at the plate. Krause zips this inside. It pops up off of the netting. Tied at 1 run apiece in Waleska, Georgia on the Southeast Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. College softball all day long on SESN. This one rattles through, and she's going to go walk down to first. On board.
Now batting.
Not the end-all be-all, but a pretty big win for the Buffs. They've already scored 1 in the top of the second and would love to take the lead. Now working with a runner on board as Parsons is over at first. This is Halliburton, the righty. Halliburton usually plays on first. A freshman batting 150 this season. On base percentage at 227. Big swing. Reinhardt with 2 away, looking to retire the side. Here's the delivery, chopped left, it goes foul, and she stays alive. Again, chopped foul and staying alive. 2 away, 1 on board for the Buffaloes. They've tied it, scoring 1 run already in the top of this second inning from Waleska, Georgia. Right up the middle, a play down at second, and that retires the side for the Reinhardt Eagles. We'll go to the bottom of the second and be back in a moment on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia. This is Aaron Lee at the plate for Reinhardt University to lead off the bottom of this second inning. College softball, Southeast Sports Network. We've got all the action on our simulcast today and thrilled to have you along for the ride. This one really exciting already, only going to get more exciting as time goes on. We've got a meeting on top of the mound to start the second inning for the Buffaloes. Quick check-in, and we're back underway. Tied at 1 run apiece in Waleska. Bottom of the second as Reinhardt's Eagles are back at the plate and back to work. Chop to the left. She's headed down to first and on board.
Now batting number 6, Alexis Griffin.
So one away, bottom of the second. Holding off, didn't like the look. Alexis Griffith, the senior, batting for Reinhardt. Her average this season, .263. Griffith has had a great college softball career. Originally from Monroe, Georgia, played at Appalachia High School. Big swing, down on the count. 2 strikes for Griffith. Chopped left side, it trends foul, so she'll stay at the plate. One away for Reinhardt's Eagles. Buffs tied us up in the top of the second with a really nice play. Sack fly to the right side. Chop to the right, it stays fair. A play down at the bag at first, and Griffith is going to head back to the dugout as there's 2 away in Waleska.
Now batting number 18, Taylor Wade.
Great play over on first by the Buffs. Two away in the bottom of the second. Taylor Wade, the sophomore, originally from Clarksville, Georgia, at the plate for Reinhardt. Wade, this is her 89th at bat this season for Reinhardt University. She's got 31 hits already. Her average is striking .352. Pun not intended. Two away, bottom of the second, tied at 1. Wade steps off. Wade wants to take a chop at that and suffers the strike. Count full. Taylor Wade at the plate, 2 away. Payoff pitch, chopped right up the middle. A play down at first. Wade can't get there in time, so that retires the side. We'll take a break and be back with more college softball in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
We going big.
vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
Chopped left side, the play down at first, and that retires the side in Waleska, Georgia. A really quick one, and not a whole lot could be done by the Buffs on that side of the inning. Welcome back to Ken White Softball Field. College softball underway, really good action. Top of the third could not have been quicker than that as we're already headed to the other side of the inning on SESN. Thanks for being with us all day long. I'm Gabriel Schrei, and we'll keep it here. A quick look at this matchup. Two really good programs. Milligan University, 12 wins this season, competing in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Reinhardt, a 30-win program this year, and they're ranked number 24 in the NAIA. Obviously, a ton of success for this program, and to be expected that they would be ranked so highly as they've continued their winning ways all season long. There's a look at the dugout of the Eagles of Reinhardt University. And we're thrilled to bring you more of their success. Between these two programs, a ton of history, a really good season for both of them. Lots of great things to take away and carry towards the future. Both of them looking forward to the end of this season. Here's a look at what's still to come for Reinhardt University. Reinhardt's Eagles have got a few key things left to do before the conference tournament. Today's series, as you can see, the 14th, right in the middle of that schedule, coming off of 3 wins straight against Montreat to pair, 1 against Tennessee Wesleyan. Still have to play Bluefield University and Johnson, but this is it for their home games this season. A look at Milligan University, coming off of a string of losses. Most recently dropped to pair against Bryan College. Carson Newman awaits them, Union College. Carson Newman's got some great programs. Look up on top of the mound for the Buffs. Looking good today. Handling Reinhardt fairly well. That one right inside, off the mark, low, and into the dirt. Bottom of the third, tied 1 run apiece in Waleska, Georgia. Count is 1-1. Game 1 of 2, we're going to have both broadcasts today on SCSN. Excited to have you with us. Lasered inside and caught a piece of that, so she'll head on down and take her place on the bag at first.
Now batting number 4, Alexis Teams.
With a runner on board, good situation for Alexis, who's next at bat for Reinhardt's Eagles. We'll see if she can take advantage of having someone to work with. The bunt to the left trends foul. So Teams back at the plate. Loveless is over on first. Teams showing bunt, play out at second as she slides in onto the bag. They're saying she's safe. We've got a player shaken up in Waleska. Hopefully she's all right. They're going to take a second to check on her. No outs, count as 1-1, and one on board out at second for the Reinhardt Eagles. In this third inning from Waleska, Georgia, college softball. Thrilled to have you with us. We're going to get a look at the conference standings of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Lots of great programs in this conference. Reinhardt ranked number 24 in the nation. Here's our top 10 in the AAC. Rounding it out is Union Milligan, number 8 in the conference. 4 Truett McConnell, 3 Tennessee Wesleyan, 2 Johnson University, and number 1 the Reinhardt University Eagles, who are number 24 in the United States. And well-deserved. They've been battling all season long. They've come up with 30 wins this year. Success after success this season, and this team is built just perfectly from front to back. They do all the right things. If you haven't yet, be sure to visit us on our website, scsnsports.com. Looks like we're about ready to play on at Ken White Field in Waleska, Georgia. Chopped to the left, play down at first. She's on board. They're going to say that went foul and send her back to the plate and send our runner back over to second. Still in scoring position. Count is 1-2. Chopped left side, that goes foul. No outs in the bottom of the third. A runner in scoring position for Reinhardt's Eagles. The runner is Loveless. Teams is at the plate. Alexis Teams, a junior. Her average is insane, .416 this season. She could hit a marble. 52 hits entering this one. Chopped, and it trends foul back into the backstop. Bit wide. Runner on board out at second, stays put. Beautiful day for college softball in Waleska, Georgia. You can see the flags blowing in the breeze. Nice, warm, summery day. Chopped right up the middle, and she stays put out at second as she's going to go back to the dugout. So one away now as the Buffs are tightening up.
Number 44, Molly Stevens.
Working her way back through this batting order now, Molly Stevens, number 44, the sophomore at the plate. 107th at bat this season for her. She's had a really good year. 330 average. I'm really impressed by that. 35 hits, 29 RBIs. And she's got Lovelace, the senior, on board in scoring position out at second. One away. 2-0 pitch. Tied 1 run apiece in Waleska, Georgia, between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. The 3-0. Strike 1 for Molly Stevens, the sophomore. From the circle, the 3-1 is going to walk her down to the bag at first. So now 2 on board for the Reinhardt University Eagles. Stevens on board at first, out at second. Friege now at the plate for Reinhardt's Eagles. Suffers strike 1. 1 away, 2-1 Reinhardt Eagles. Popped up, trending into the outfield. She's in trouble, and the fielder gets under that as the sac fly puts another run on the board for Reinhardt's Eagles. Reinhardt leading 3-1 at home in the bottom of the third. Popped up, headed left. This one nearly caught down along the fencing as it falls safely, at least for the Eagles, to the dirt. Two-run game, 2 away. Bottom of the third in Waleska, Georgia at Ken White Field. Big swing, that's strike 2. Count is 0-2. Joe Martinet from Rancho Cucamonga, California at a Banks County high at the plate. Chops this left side, it goes foul. Excuse me, they get that, and that retires the side as we're going to head into the other half. Don't go anywhere. Buffs at the plate next on SCSN.
Welcome to the new era of brand promotion. Are you trying to find a way to make a splash? We understand that advertising isn't what it used to be. Things have changed. Advertising is both more dynamic and more engaging. Shry Media keeps your brand not just seen, but remembered. In a world where staying relevant is key, we are your partners in staying top of mind.
College softball on the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back. Thrilled to have you along for the ride for this one. Really good matchup today between the Reinhardt Eagles and Milligan Buffs on SCSN. We're going to have it all between these two all day long. Reinhardt University, a 30-win program this season. They've been unstoppable. Big swing, strike 1 quickly. Top of the fourth, 2-run game. Chop to the left. She's headed down to first. A play there and got her. One away.
Now batting number 32, Lainey Lloyd.
Lots of time left to play, so you can't let that one hang on your mind. You got to shake that off and play on. Grassy back to the dugout. Replacing her is Lainey Lloyd, a senior from New London, Iowa. She's hit and will take her place over at first. Alexis Brown next in the order, a junior. 82 at-bats entering the weekend. An average of .378 this season at the plate for the Buffaloes. 31 hits, 19 RBIs, a really successful year for her. Her first as an upperclassman. College softball from Ken White Softball Field in Waleska, Georgia. A 2-run game on SCSN. We'll have all the action all afternoon long. Beautiful sunshiny day for it. It doesn't get better than this. It could be like 2 degrees cooler maybe. That might be better. Bit high on that look. Lloyd is eager over on the bag at first. Wants to head down to second. Popped up right side. This one over the line towards the fence, and it's out. She'll remain at the plate and continue to battle. Great pitching so far for Reinhardt out of Bella Krauth, right-handed pitcher from Norcross, Georgia. Played her prep at Norcross High. She's been good all season long. Chopped to the right. This one escapes through the gap. We've got a runner coming down to third, and she's safe there in scoring position. So now on the bag at first after a nice hit. And a runner in position over on third for the Milligan Buffaloes. Hannah Bates next in the batting order, and a prime position for her, a prime situation against Krauth and the Eagles. Trailing by 2 runs, they've got 2 runners on board. Can the Buffaloes capitalize? We're going to find out. We've got a meeting in the circle for the Reinhardt Eagles. 2-run ball game in Waleska, Georgia. Reinhardt is out in front. Going to take some time and talk some strategy as Milligan starting to look flashy on the road at Ken White Field. Really good action so far. Thankful to have you along with us for it. And hope you're enjoying the game and all the action between these two. Lots of fun. Let's take a moment to get to know the Reinhardt University Eagles. Reinhardt this season, 30 wins. 19 wins in conference. Only 1 loss in conference play. Really impressive stuff. .357 team batting average and 22 home runs to go with all that, as if it wasn't enough. Milligan Buffs, 12 wins, 10 in conference. Really tough out-of-conference schedule. .248 batting average as a team, and they've cranked 14 home runs this season as a team. Staying on top of the mound. The bunt and a play down at the plate. Knocking the ball out, runner advancing over to third and second. Tried to zip it out there. That is some quick action. So 2 away, but put a run on the board for the Milligan Buffs. Great sequence for Milligan, perfectly played, coming out of that meeting. Took advantage of that, knew the situation was going to be a little tense. She was going to be not quite ready for that play. Chopped it. Obviously, you got to take the sack and send one home, but really beautiful play, really well executed for Milligan University. A one-run game at Ken White Softball Field in Waleska, Georgia on a sunshiny day. Milligan Buffalo is looking to topple the number 1 team in the conference, the number 24 in the nation, Reinhardt University Eagles. And the tying run is waiting for a nice hit. Standing in position over on third for Milligan. Looking for the strikeout. That does fill the count with 2 away. The top of the 4th in jeopardy for the Buffs. They scored 1 run moments ago to bring it to within 1 between the Eagles and Milligan. Chopped right up the middle. A play over at first, and that retires the side. Really well played by Reinhardt's Eagles. We'll take a break with these two and be back with more college softball in just a moment on SCSN.
Now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia, college softball on the Southeast Sports Network. Bottom of the 4th is now on SCSN between the Buffs and the Eagles. Reinhardt University hosting Milligan University. Reinhardt has had a really good season this year, ranked number 24 in the nation. And it just, at times, feels like they're unstoppable. Obviously, Milligan hanging with them in the early stages of this and looking really good. Count is 2-0. Lofted in. Three balls and now taking strike one. Count is 3-1. Presnell nearly filling the count now against Lee. Lee going to be walked and take her place on board over at first for Reinhardt's Eagles. Followed on the order by Griffith. Griffith has already looked really good in this matchup, game 1 of 2 between the Eagles and the Buffaloes. She'll look to continue that success. We've got a meeting coming on top of the mound for the Buffaloes of Milligan University. None away, one on board for Reinhardt's Eagles. Bottom half of the fourth inning. College softball, Waleska, Georgia. All the action today on the Southeast Sports Network. Very excited to have you along for the ride for this one. Already a lot of fun between these two. Very close, one-run game. Reinhardt out in front, 3-2 against the Buffaloes.
Now pitching for the Milligan Buffaloes.
And we're getting a change.
Number 33, Sadie Shue.
In the circle. Fresnel's going to head back to the dugout. She'll take time, warm up, get ready for this next portion of this inning. Her first look today at the Reinhardt University Eagles. Obviously the Eagles dugout feeling really good about how they're batting so far. Great turnout in Waleska, Georgia today. Stands on both sides are full for these two. Folks enjoying some summertime softball. About ready to get back underway. A runner on board over at first for the Eagles of Reinhardt University. Short in the circle, pitching, a righty. Griffith at the plate for Reinhardt, pulls up. Runner on board at first is Lee. Griffith is at the plate, 0-for-1 in her first appearance today, followed by the fielder Wade. Taylor Wade hoping to have one or two on board for Reinhardt. Chopped, goes a bit foul left side. Just a bit. Just over the chalk. Big swing, and that sends the ball down over to first where there's a play at the bag. She's back on board, but that retires our first of this half of the inning. One away as she strikes out. Lee is back on the bag over at first. Wade now at the plate. Play out on second. Sliding in, and she's going to go down to third as the ball is loose into the outfield. Here she comes home. What a play by Lee to score for Reinhardt University. It's 4-2, Eagles lead at Ken White Field. Well, it doesn't get better than that if you're a Reinhardt fan. Those are the kind of plays that Lee has made all season long. Just electric. Reinhardt extends their lead back to 2 runs on a mistake out at the bag at second. Now shown as to battle against Taylor Wade. Wade bunts, headed down to first, and they're going to say that goes foul. One away, count is 1-2. A little outside. Ball 2, Taylor Wade. Started down in the count. Picks up the ball there. Chopped into the outfield. She's headed down and on board at first. Reinhardt continues to look good in the bottom half of this fourth inning. Emily Lovelace next at the plate, as expertly announced by our public address announcer. One away, one on board. Reinhardt Eagles leading by 2 runs over the Buffaloes. Dropped in and checking in. Wanted to go out over to first, instead holding off. Play out at second. And they'll say they got her, so she's going to head back to the dugout, 2 away. Reinhardt's Eagles have scored 1 run in this inning. Loveless ahead of the count with 2 away. There's the 3-1. That'll walk her down. She'll take her place over on the bag. Loveless followed in the order by teams. The lefty 0 for 1 in her first appearance this afternoon. Tries for the bunt. Skeeters off into the backstop. Count is 0-1. Headed down and on board at second as that one goes errant into the backstop. Great heads-up play by Loveless to get into scoring position for Reinhardt. Runner in scoring position, the 1-1. Holding off. Looking for that bunt. Teams, the lefty. Her average this season, an unreal .416. 52 hits, 10 RBIs. Teams gets walked, so she'll take her place on board over at first. 2 runners on board now for Reinhardt's Eagles.
Number 44, Molly Stevens.
Molly Stevens next to the plate for Reinhardt University. We've got a meeting coming up in the circle for Milligan's Buffaloes. 2 away, bottom of the 4th. 2-run ball game in Waleska, Georgia. Reinhardt University currently leading. Chop to the left, and the shortstop tosses that over to third and retires the side. Great play on third base by the Milligan Buffaloes. We'll take a break and be back with more college softball in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. we bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Welcome back to Ken White Softball Field in Waleska, Georgia. We're into the top of the fifth between the Eagles and the Buffaloes on the Southeast Sports Network. Thanks for being with us. Whitney Shepard in the circle now for Reinhardt. Coming off of an electric performance yesterday, throwing a perfect game until the very final inning. Let up one in that last inning, but just electric for Reinhardt. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. A beautiful day for it in Waleska, Georgia. The sunshine beating down through the trees. You can hear the birds singing. It just doesn't get better than this. This is why they have the Masters at Georgia every year. It doesn't get any better than this. I wouldn't mind being in Augusta right now. Shot to the left. This sails foul. Lasered inside here in the top of the fifth. And this one's going to send her, Walker, down on board over at the bag at first.
Now batting, number 14, Hadley York.
So with one on board, Hadley York getting a pinch runner for Milligan's Buffaloes. The junior from Friendsville, Tennessee at the plate. Shot foul, this one off of the backstop. The bunt back off into the backstop as well. That's strike two. Reinhardt leading by 2 runs. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Keeping the pinch runner honest over on the bag at first. Top of the fifth in Waleska, Georgia. The 1-2. Headed out to second, and the ball is loose. She's safe. On board and scoring position for the Buffaloes. That's exactly what Milligan University needs. Trailing by a pair of runs, you're battling against the number 1 team in the AAC, number 24 team in the nation. You need a couple of mistakes, and you need some momentum plays, and that's both in one. Big swing, and that'll send her back to the dugout. Punch her out, 1 away in the top of this 5th inning.
Now batting, number 26, Morgan Lawson.
One away, top of the 5th in Waleska, Georgia. chopped up. This is sailing to the left side. Goes out of play. Quick timeout by coach. Wants to talk strategy. Runner in scoring position out on second, top of the fifth, one away, trailing by 2 runs in Waleska, Georgia, to the number 24 Reinhardt Eagles. At the plate, Morgan Lawson, a sophomore, 80 at-bats this season. Her average is .269. She's got a dozen RBIs, so definitely not far-fetched to think that she could be the one to bring the runner home from second. One away. The 1-1 pitch. Big swing. Whitney places that perfectly on the edge of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2 for the Milligan Buffs. Delivered again towards the edge, this time outside. That's ball 2. One away, top of the fifth. The 2-2. Chopped foul to the left. This is off of the fencing. Look at that, folks. Not playing around with the sun. It's so beautiful out here. Went ahead and brought out the umbrellas for this one. You're going full speed with the umbrellas. Chopped left side. This goes foul as well. College softball, Southeast Sports Network. Big thanks to all of our partners for making today possible, having us here. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Today's broadcast available on YouTube via the Reinhardt University Athletics YouTube channel. You can find us at the Southeast Sports Network at SCSN Sports. You can watch today's broadcast. It's part of a limited series we're going to do that's featured on Twitter as she's cashed out and sent back to the dugout for the Buffs. 2 away.
Now batting number 16.
So with 2 away in the top of the fifth, Buffaloes can't be feeling too bad about this. Popped up, this goes foul off the backstop. The 0-1, right up the middle, and she got it. What a play by the outfielder to retire the side. That sends us to the bottom of the fifth in Waleska, Georgia. We'll see what Reinhardt can do at bat next on SCSN. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Welcome back, Waleska, Georgia. College softball on the Southeast Sports Network. We flipped sides of the inning. Bottom of the fifth is now on SCSN between these two. Thanks for being with us for all the action today. A really good one between the Buffaloes and the Eagles. Buffaloes grinding it out in the top half of this inning. Two-run ball game. Reinhardt pops this up deep center field. and 1 away.
Now batting number 5, Kylie Fragi.
Kylie Fragi, the sophomore. 30 appearances this year for Reinhardt. 30 hits, 16 RBIs. Her average is almost 400 at 392. Fragi sends this deep into the outfield. What a play. Caught by the fielder in the center. That's unreal. Those are the kind of plays you live to make.
Number 10, Jill
Playing at this level. Just unbelievable. Diving, getting into that. Maggie Johnson, the senior from Elizabethton. Keeping Reinhardt from getting on board. So now 2 away with the Eagles at the plate. Milligan looking to close out the bottom of this 5th really quickly. Jill Martinet, the senior infielder, an average of 390 this season. Back-to-back hitters who are swinging around 400 for Reinhardt's Eagles. The 3-0 with 2 away. That's going to walk her down to first. Lee is next to the batting order for Reinhardt University.
Now batting
She's been good today.
Erin Lee.
Count is 0-1. Runner on board over at first for Reinhardt's Eagles. Sadie Schoen, a sophomore from Elizabethton, Tennessee, right-handed pitcher. Fouled off into the dugout. A look at the dugout of the Reinhardt Eagles. Look at the dugout of the Buffaloes of Milligan. Jump to the left. This stays fair. Through the gap, and now 2 runners on board for Reinhardt's Eagles. 1 out in scoring position on second. 1 on board over at first. Really well struck by Lee.
H.K. Singleton.
Reinhardt now with 2 runners on board, 2 away, leading by 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. We're going to get a pinch runner for the Eagles, maybe. Some confusion, it looks like.
Now running at second base, number 27, Maddie Wright.
Maddie Wright on board out at second if you couldn't hear the public address. 2 away, 2-run ball game. Right up Main Street, Waleska, Georgia. We're going to get a meeting on the circle for the Buffaloes of Milligan University. Coming together and talking strategy. Talking pitching, what we've seen so far. 2 away, just looking to close out this side of the inning. Really quickly got 2 away, 2 down. And just haven't quite been able to handle business and send Reinhardt back onto the defensive end of things. 2 on board. It would be huge to retire the side. Obviously very capable of doing it. She's been pitching very well all afternoon long. Buffalo's trailing by 2 runs to the Eagles of Reinhardt, 4-2. Zip down inside. That was outside of the zone, so it's ball 2. 2 away, 2 on board. The 2-0. Chopped foul left side. She'll stay at the plate. With 2 away. The 2-1. Chopped foul left side and gonna stay in position. Makes the count 2-2 with 2 away. Count is full in Waleska, Georgia with 2 away and 2 on board. Bottom of the 5th. Milligan Buffaloes trailing by a pair, looking to close out the side. Chopped left, this goes foul, but she stays alive and at the plate. A 3-run lead is standing on second base. A 4-run lead is standing over on first base. Chopped left side, this goes foul as well. A full count. 2 away, 2 on board. The payoff pitch. Chopped left side and a play over at first. That retires the side in Waleska, Georgia. Great play by the shortstop and the first baseman to send us to the top of the 6th. We'll be back with college softball on SCSN.
At Shry Media, we believe in the power of connection, promoting your brand while supporting your community. Our goal is to elevate your presence and amplify your message through local sports. With Shry Media, advertising goes beyond traditional boundaries. Get on television, make an impact. Take the first step towards a future where your brand is not just seen, but celebrated.
Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia. Look at the Reinhardt University Eagles. 30 wins this season entering the series. They're 19-1 in conference play, which is just mind-boggling to me. Only defeated once all year in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Seen some really good softball out of this program. Milligan Buffaloes, 12 wins, 10-12 in conference. 248 team batting average. 14 home runs as a team. Top of the 6th from Waleska, Georgia at Ken White Field on the Southeast Sports Network. Big thanks to everyone carrying the game. Lots of places you can find it. Count is 2-0. Carrying select broadcast on Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called now. Find us on X, Twitter thing at SESN Sports. Count is 2-1. You can find all of our content as well on Amazon Fire TV. Big swing for strike 2. What a weekend for Shepard. She's pitching the lights out. Top of the 6th. The 2-2. Big swing. Cash her out and send her back to the dugout. One away in this half of the 6th inning in Waleska, Georgia.
Now batting number 32, Lainey Lloyd.
Lainey Lloyd at the plate for the Buffaloes. Pops this up. Back over the backstop. That one disappeared. The senior Lloyd, a batting average of .324. Lloyd chops this left side. It goes foul. Good luck for Lloyd. Just beyond the reach of that player over on the bag at third. Evans extended for that, nearly able to gobble it up. Instead, Lloyd stays at the plate. Lainey Lloyd is 1 for 1. Showdown in her first chance at the plate today for the Buffaloes. Count is 1-2. Chopped foul, she stays alive. Shepard in the circle for Reinhardt University. Delivers this chopped left side, it's down, and she's safe on board. Great hit for the Buffaloes as Lloyd puts this in the gap, gets on board over at first.
Now batting number 24, Alexis Brown.
And with only one away, one on board now for the Milligan Buffaloes as they trail by 2 in the top of the 6th. Big swing. Stevens glancing over at first. Popped up into the center. On board over at first, and now runners on the corners for the Buffaloes. Great hustle as she gets down to the bag at third. With one away, we've got runners on the corners for Milligan University.
Now batting number 25, Hannah Bates.
Milligan Buffaloes heating up. One away, 2 on board, runners on the corners in a 2-run ball game, 4-2, as Hannah Bates comes to the plate. Shepard zips this one towards the strike zone and picks up strike 1. I know I've talked about it like 16 times already, but what a good day for softball. Gonna have a play down at second, and over to third. They got her. Unreal, 2 away in Waleska, Georgia. The dugout and the crowd all fired up about that. Big swing, that's a strike. 2 away, still 1 on board, a runner out at second for the Buffaloes. The 1-2, Shepard pops this up, going right side towards the fence, and it's out. Reinhardt thought they were going to be able to grab that up. I was able to talk about it to the athletic director at Reinhardt University, Jeff Portier, during a baseball game a couple weeks ago. The amount of programs that Reinhardt has that are ranked, that are performing as one of the best in the country is unreal. And as I say that, they cash out the side. We'll go to the bottom half of this inning in Waleska, Georgia. Reinhardt Eagles leading by 2 runs on SCSN. Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia, and Ken White softball field. A look at the top 25 in the United States. Our Lady of the Lake, number 1, Oklahoma City, number 2, Central Methodist, 3, 4 is Oregon Tech, and 5 is Cumberland's. Some really great programs throughout the states. Is fouled off for strike 1 for Reinhardt. The rest of that top 25, Indiana Wesleyan, 16. Madonna, number 20, up in Detroit. Benedictine at 22. Reinhardt at number 24. Ottawa at 25. There's a familiar face receiving votes. They would be 26th if the poll extended that far. Southeastern just outside on the softball side as well. She is out at first. Really close call. Great hustle. Next to the plate for the Reinhardt Eagles is Lovelace. 1 away in the bottom of the 6th. Lovelace has looked really good today. Chop to the left. This stays fair. She's headed down on board at first. She's going to advance out to second. A really nice double for Lovelace to lead off in the bottom of the 6th for Reinhardt's Eagles.
Number 4, Alexis Teams.
A runner in scoring position for the Eagles of Reinhardt. Lovelace standing out on second. Teams next in the batting order. Teams chops this right up the middle. She's headed down to the bag at first and safe. So runners on the corners for the Reinhardt University Eagles. How about that? Reinhardt University with 1 away, 2 runners on board, and a 2-run ball game in Waleska, Georgia. Molly Stevens next at bat for Reinhardt University. Showing bunt, ball's loose in the dirt, and so 2 runners in scoring position in Waleska. Good heads-up play. Hustles out onto the bag at second. Chop to the right side. This one going to send her back to the dugout. 2 away. Buffaloes have to be very happy about that in such a dangerous situation. 2 runners on board, both in scoring position for Reinhardt University. This is Evans at the plate. Ansley is a junior. Almost 120 at-bats this season for the Eagles of Reinhardt University. Over 40 hits, over 30 RBIs, and her average is .353. The 1-0. Just on the edge of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Runner on board out at third. Two runners in scoring position for the Reinhardt Eagles. Here's the 2-1, chopped left side. It's dropped, and so we'll have a run scored. He's saying that went foul. Situation remains the same, but the tension grows. And great heads-up situational awareness by the umpire right there. The 2-2. Zipped in, it's a bit high. It fills our count with 2 away. 2 runners in scoring position, 2 away, and a full count in Waleska, Georgia in the bottom of the 6th. The Eagles leading by 2 runs. Here's the payoff pitch. That will walk her down to the bag, and so the bases are loaded in Waleska, Georgia for the Reinhardt Eagles. Kylie Freege is next in the batting order for Reinhardt. Less than ideal. Freege holds off. Loaded bases, 2 away. Reinhardt leading by 2 runs, bottom of the 6th in Waleska. College softball, Southeast Sports Network. Chopped left side. Play over at third. They got her, and that'll retire the side in Waleska, Georgia. Big play by the Buffaloes to keep runs from finding their way onto the board for the Reinhardt Eagles in the second half of that inning. We'll take a break and be back with more college softball in just a moment. Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia. It's college softball on the Southeast Sports Network. All the action all day long on SCSN between the Reinhardt University Eagles, the Milligan Buffaloes. We're switching sides. Milligan avoiding a very dangerous situation. Eagles were looking to put up some runs, and they had the bases loaded at the end of that half the inning. Now Milligan going to have a chance to score some runs themselves, and they need them. Trailing by 2 in the late stages of this one from Waleska, Georgia. Top of the 7th for the Milligan Buffs. Chop to the right. This one is down in the grass. They'll say she got it. So that one is down. They put her on board over at first. Nice hit for Milligan to lead off the top of this 7th inning. That's a nice hit. That's a nice way to start the inning. If you're down by a couple runs, obviously that's super doable, the amount of time they have left. But if you can pick up a little momentum and feel good about something to lead off the inning, that never hurts. College softball, SCSN, the 0-1 pitch. Great turnout today. Folks enjoying the weather, enjoying the game between these two. Runner on board over at first. This is a K. Really nice strikeout for Shepard. One away, top of the 7th. One remains on board for Milligan University's Buffaloes. Wheeler going to step up to the plate and go to the work. The freshman, .292 average this season. Taking just a second to talk to Coach before she gets started. Reinhardt talking to Whitney Shepard as well. We'll see what the freshman can do on this trip to the plate. Top of the 7th, Waleska, Georgia. A beautiful day for it. Sunshiny, warm weather. Just a reminder, a runner over on board at first as the 1-1 is chopped left side and stays fair. 2 on board for the Buffaloes. Great hit swinging at that. She looked like she was digging the ground with a shovel as she sends that right along the chalk fair with 1 away, 2 on board. So now the pressure goes up a little bit for Milligan. You're thinking we're not going to get that many scoring chances in the late stages. Obviously a lot of time left, but in the top of the 7th, you would love to get this one going. Pinch runner for the Buffaloes. Milligan looking to upset the #1 team in the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Number 24 in the nation, Reinhardt University Eagles. Two on board. This is chopped off, goes foul. The 0-1 pitch. Delivered right inside for the strike. Count now 0-2 with 1 away and 2 on board for the Milligan Buffs. Chopped. This goes right up the middle. A play over at third. She didn't make it, so 2 away now. Great play by the catcher for Reinhardt University. Picks that up. Sends a laser over to the bag at third. That's exactly what you want to see out of a catcher. A really nice heads-up play by Stevens. Able to get that over there. Send her back to the dugout. Popped up, center of the field. Trailing and gone. That retires the side in Waleska, Georgia. Reinhardt flips the inning. We'll be back.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Welcome back to Waleska, Georgia. A nice win in Game 1 for Reinhardt University, 4-2. They don't even have to play the second half of that inning to claim the victory over Milligan University. Call it in 7. Reinhardt wins. They take Game 1. They rise to 31-8 this season. Milligan drops to 12-18 on the year. Our final, again, 4-2, Reinhardt wins. Really good performance. We'll have game 2 as well, so be sure to stay with us if you want to catch all the action on SCSN. It will be on the same platform or network where you're viewing now. And game 1, which you've just watched, will be archived and available for replay in that same app or platform. All broadcasts and events airing on the Southeast Sports Network are copyright material and are broadcast live. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.